Hey, midlife upgrade, get out and do a hike. Today I'm at Round Lake State Park in Sagle, Idaho, and you can see it's kind of busy down here by the docks, but it is quite a beautiful lake. All right, let's get ready for like a 3-mile hike. We're gonna do the short one. All right, bye. Round Lake is a beautiful state park with about 10 miles south of Sandpoint and about 35 miles north of Coeur d'Alene. All right. We are looking at some of the plants and wildlife that are around the lake. The trail does go, there is the main trail that goes around the lake, and then there's a smaller, they call it a trail that goes along the side of the lake that's really close, but it's a lot smaller trail. So, like a lot of stuff in North Idaho, it was carved out when the Missoula Flood went through here after the ice dam broke on Lake Pend Oreille. So, a lot of this was carved out by glaciers and by water flow. There's a lot of beautiful viewpoints from the trail looking down at the river leading out here, and there's also, you can see the big beaver dam down there. The beavers are quite active in this area, and that's why a lot of the trappers came here, was to capture the pelts of the beavers. So yeah, it's quite beautiful. Of course, I didn't quite get it right, but there's an osprey flying with a fish in its claws. Quite beautiful. And there's some people down there, they're doing some research on some of the bug life that lives in the river. Here we can see some of the trees that are been knocked down by the beavers for their dams. Quite beautiful. Here we are on the backside of the lake. We're about at the halfway point here, out on a little peninsula that goes out between where the river starts and where the lake ends. And here's a little sign about all the fish that's in the lake. It's quite beautiful, great fishing. We've actually seen a moose even swimming across this lake at one time. There are some beautiful old cedars and stuff like that. There are some gorgeous trees, a lot of hemlock, really super cool. A lot of bird life. It's amazing. You don't want to miss it. The trail is just really beautiful. It winds through all the trees. You got to really watch where you're walking though, because there's a lot of roots that go across the trail. But yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous, and you can see a lot of big rocks too, which are probably left over from when the flood and the glaciers went through. They dropped their boulders and stuff like that. But yeah, look at the trees, just quite beautiful. Yeah, it's amazing what you can see in here. Yeah, there's another one of the big boulders and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a gorgeous walk through the trees. And a lot of trees have fallen down because of the windstorms we've had recently up here, but it's quite awesome. All right, here, let's keep going. All right. A big part of the trail goes through the wetlands at one end of the lake, and it's really quite beautiful. The plant life is just amazing. I mean, to me, it feels like we're in a jungle somewhere that you're not in North Idaho. But yeah, it's amazing. I don't know if you guys are watching this. No, try and point out, leave a comment about what kind of plant life that you see. And because yeah, to me, it's actually absolutely gorgeous. A lot of this stuff in here, I guess, is I mean, I've never seen it anywhere else other than this lake in Idaho, but it's really quite beautiful. I really love this old growth. Looks like a very old cedar tree. I wonder how old that sucker is. But yeah, there is some of the plant life around here. They call it skunk cabbage, and you can really smell it through the area. But yeah, it's really super cool, and it kind of really adds to the beauty of the area. They also just built these new cabins that you can rent out by night that overlook the lake. And down by the lake, they've got kayaks that you can rent, canoes, and then they've got gazebos that you can I guess you probably have to rent out for company parties or whatever you want. There's great docks for fishing and just swimming off of. So yeah, it's quite a great facility. Come down and check it out. So here's just an overview of the map of the route that we took today around the lake. Yeah, come check it out. There's a lot of cool, beautiful RV sites with power, without if you just want tent sites. And there's just a lot of fun stuff to do here, a lot of great activities. So come on out to Round Lake in North Idaho. Right, just finished the Round Lake hike, and it says it took me 2 hours and 9 minutes. We did a lot of talking, did 406 calories, and it was 2.1 miles. So it was just a lot of fun. We chatted a lot and looked at a lot of the flora and fauna, and that's some of the beautiful views. So hey, midlife upgrade, get out, have some fun in the beautiful country around you. All right, have a great day. Bye.